Well, good evening, Rick again. So, Dan Bongino, soon to be Deputy Director of the FBI. Now, this is a role that traditionally goes to an actual FBI agent, someone with experience, because, they supervise the operations, the domestic operations, the international operations of the FBI. They're right hand man to the FBI director, but they're supposed to be, the director is a uh, political appointee. That's why the deputy director should not be a political appointee. But of course, Trump doesn't fucking care as long as the people are loyal to him. And don't ever really watch Dan Bongino's podcast, but I watched a little bit of it, and wow, the dude is like out there. He's like, yeah, he's just not. He's just out there. He's just kind of out there, a little bit conspiracy theory, a little bit unhinged, a lot of it unhinged. Seems like we're working with Russia now. Is that what we are? We're pro Russia now. We're working with Russia against Zelensky to divide up um, Ukrainian resources, to divvy it up, to work with Russians so we can divide up Ukrainian resources. That's the United States that MAGA wants to kiss Putin's ass, to kiss Russia's ass. They think that shows strength. Donald Trump just kowtowing to Vladimir Putin. That's not strength. That's something else, but it's definitely not strength. Now, at one point, Donald Trump said this was. Well, it's been a while. At one point, Donald Trump said that he had talked to Putin, and he told Putin that if he did anything, if he did something, um, Moscow would be reduced to glass. Yeah, does anybody think that Donald Trump actually said that? That he wasn't down on his knees kissing Putin's posterior? Donald Trump pretends to be a tough guy, but he's kisses every like Putin's ass, Kim Jong Un's ass, any kind of dictator. Donald Trump's up there kissing up to him, kissing their ass. So all these MAGA folks, all these people say Donald Trump, the peace-loving president, brings peace. So appeasement is not peace. Appeasing um, Putin is not peace. Divvying up uh, Ukraine's resources is not peace. Wanting to invade Canada or make Canada the 51st state is not peace. Invade Greenland, not peace. Invade Panama, not peace. Um, Siding with Israel and wanting to take over Gaza and build hotels and a resort there. That's not peace. Now, there is starting to be pushback at town halls with Congress people, with Congress members. Now, if you happen to be in fucking Idaho, the sheriff's goon squad of private security will snatch you up and abuse you and uh, your First and Fourth Amendment rights. It was just so, Idaho though it's in the apparently in the part of Idaho that's full of white supremacists. The sheriff there was a former sheriff deputy in Los Angeles, and apparently he is on 100% disability. He claims he's not, but there's people that have receipts that he started out getting the pension from LA. That was for like a year, and then his payment increased because he got disability, and it keeps increasing. If he's disabled, he's disabled. Or if you're disabled, you're disabled. I don't question. I don't have a problem with disability. I get disability, some disability from the VA, so I don't have a problem with that. But he's supposedly 100% disabled, or some percent disabled. Collecting that, actually a large paycheck now, and then he's a sheriff in Idaho, and you can go look him up. There's all sorts of news sources about this just how crooked this dude is. Apparently, fuck the First Amendment, fuck the Fourth Amendment. And there's a video going on, you can hear. We can see him ordering the lady out, ordering these people from private security to drag her out. But then in his official statement, he's like, I don't know who that was. I don't know who they were. Well, you fucking ordered the people out. You were telling them what to do. And then I think from the video, it was one of the people up front that was being, vile against the person, and basically, these people, well, they were just being vile. They just said some hate-filled things against the lady, and egging on the violence against her. And then there's their support for Trump's support for Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, right? He's been charged with human trafficking, prostitution, rape. It's an all-around nice guy. I've watched a little bit of his content, and he's just vile. He's just a misogynistic person. So this is the people that say, human trafficking is wrong. Sex trafficking is wrong. But let's go, fight with this other country, this guy that did all this stuff, this human trafficking, this sex trafficking, this rape. Let's lean on him with the power of the U.S. government and let this nice fella go. This nice fella that's, sex trafficking, human trafficking. So they're, just like completely full of fucking shit. Of course, we got Donald Trump, grab him by in 3 wives, and then Pete Exit that, had to pay, hush money or bunt money because he's just like Donald Trump. Plus, he's a drunk. This is who we have as Secretary of Defense. Kash Patel wrote a fairy tale about Donald Trump and distilled in weird. Dan Bongino is just a conspiracy theorist. RFK Jr., brainworm, former heroin addict. Apparently, at some point, despite all that, he was a decent lawyer for environmental things, for environmental causes. And he believes in abortion rights. But at some point, he got on the anti-vax, cuckoo train, and then some other pseudoscience, just not real stuff. This is how we have, Health and Human Services. This is the over health. This just weird, a person to choose because just, and Congress just like, yeah, looks good to me. Even doctors, yep, looks good to me. And all these Trumplicans are like, yeah, these are great picks. They're the greatest picks ever. This is the greatest Secretary of Defense, the greatest Director of the FBI. But they're not in a cult. Then we got Elon Musk. Elon Musk just randomly firing people. Well, you're a probationary period employee, you're fired. Oops, those people, took care of nuclear safety. These people did this, so we have to hire them back. But there's federal laws that protect these. Now, they're a little less protected than, career employees that have been there, but they're still protected. They're saving money. They really haven't saved any money. They fired the people. The budget's already there. The money's already allocated. The executive branch does not have that power to just deallocate money as they see fit. There's some stuff they can do with it. There's some, spending priorities they can deprioritize, but they still have to spend the money. They can't just fire people. So they're trying to save money, but this is going to come back, and they're going to get sued. They're going to lose, so they're going to end up spending more money, and they're probably going to have to hire them back. And it's probably going to, outlast Trump's presidency, it was just going to end up costing more money. Now, people have mentioned this, and people have talked about what happened during Clinton, and they tried to say, well, it's exactly like Donald Trump's doing. Well, it wasn't. Clinton did write a executive order, we need to shrink the size of the federal government, and then they went through and formed committees, Congress got involved, wrote a law, and then they went about it in a systematic way, did actual audits. People that are close to retirement, do you want to retire now? Then groups of people in these different departments of the executive branch figured out where they could cut. They did it in a logical way. I have no problem with that. If we do that, that is a good idea. There's always waste that can be in any organization, whether it's the government or an industry or nonprofits. There's always waste that can be, and some fraud in there that can be taken care of. But they're not doing that. It's just Elon and his little fucking, 6 fucking 20-something cronies just, pillaging the government, firing competent people. Firing competent people, they don't know, or and even incompetent people, they don't fucking know. Of course, he put out his email, said, you have to send 5 bullet points. And then his email, if you look at it, doesn't say you'll be fired, or if you don't answer this, that's your resignation, which is not legal. But he did say that in his little, fucking tweet. Of course, he published it all. I'm sure lots of people told him, that weren't government employees, told him where he could. I'm sure he got some colorful responses. So how do we fix it? Like I said, some people are starting to push back at town halls. Of course, then you have, like the town hall in Idaho where they push back and they just like drag you out. But hey, drag me out. Go to town hall, drag me out. You're going to end up paying, so my rights were violated. So the drag people out. Those Congress critters and whoever drags them out, they're gonna get sued, and the people dragging it out get sued. Maybe it won't go anywhere, and that might go against the people dragging them out. The Congress critters might be able to get away with it a little more. They can pretend that no, I didn't know nothing about that, but it's bad press. It looks bad. Looks very fascisty. We've got we got cosplaying. Let's go to Christino cosplaying as an ICE agent. All the little ICE get up and cowgirl looking ICE agent. Dog shooter is now an ICE agent. Puppy shooter. Puppy killer is an ICE agent. Not. It's kind of like here in Texas, Greg Abbott puts on his Texas DPS uniform, rolls to the fucking border, cosplays a fucking DPS agent. Of course, we have our Attorney General Ken Paxton cosplays not being a fucking criminal. So it's kind of sad that so many people are cheering on the dismantling of the U.S. government, the auditing of the U.S. government, and they put out all these tweets, and then people put out memes on social media. Like, oh, we're going to get $5,000 back. And then, of course, there's people on, there. It's like, well, how are we going to get $5,000 back? I thought we were trying to, fix the debt. Of course, then there's a big fight about that amongst, I guess some of them are MAGA, some of them are, non-MAGA folks pointing out that, we're supposed to be pointing at, paying down the debt with this, but it's bullshit because you're not going to get $5,000 because he's full of shit. Elon Musk is full of shit, but there's just tons of stuff on social media of people that have no critical thinking skills, that believe everything that Elon Musk says, that it's an audit. It's not an audit. You get auditors to do an audit. You might have some people, that are IT people to help you with that. There are, IT people that do audits, that can do financial audits, just not IT audits. But that would not be a bad audit, because some of our government agencies are like in the fucking dark ages when it comes to technology. So, I mean, that's a way to make it more efficient, right? To actually do an audit, say, hey, if we, automated a little bit of this, and you're not just pushing paper from here to there and taking forever to do your job and get benefits out to people, modernize it a little bit more. You could probably actually shrink the size of the government a little bit through attrition. When people retire, then you don't have to hire as many people. I have no problem with that. That would be a good idea. Then, of course, we're going to fire IRS agents, so we can't collect taxes, and that mostly benefits the rich when there's less tax agents, so they can cheat on their taxes. But he's here to help us. He's here. Donald Trump and Elon Musk are here to help the common man, because they're rich and they don't care about money. Rich and they don't care about some money. Rich care about money, but they don't care about money because, wait a minute, Elon Musk is an actual billionaire because he's greedy and cares about money. Donald Trump's a pretend billionaire because he's greedy and cares about money. One of them is at least sort of competent at business. The other's not. The other, they both inherited some money. But yeah, they're here to help us because they're rich and they don't care about money. They're not being paid. But Donald Trump makes money every time he goes golfing. He overcharges the Secret Service. And Elon is, whatever he spent to buy Donald Trump, he's made twice that back. That's a pretty good investment. I spent $200 million and I got $400 million now. In what? 6 months? That's a pretty goddamn good investment. I wonder how much Harlan Crow gets back from having a Supreme Court justice. Maybe I'm in the wrong fucking business. Maybe we're all in the wrong business. Maybe we should be fucking grifters. Oh, wait, I have fucking morals. Damn it. Fucking morals. But yeah, go to the, call your congressman, show up to their town halls. You don't have to be disruptive, but if you're asking questions makes it disruptive and they get mad and they try to arrest me, that's fine, arrest me. Just make you look stupid, make you look like a fucking fascist. Have a beautiful day.